Now we are starting with the radiological features of the radicular cyst. Let's start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, so when you will see the radicular cyst in the radiological, how it will represent it to you. So it will be a round ovate radiolucency at the apex of root. You can see that this is the round, basically round ovate radiolucency. Radiolucency means that it will appear a blackish hole at the apex of root. It has a well circumscribed unilocular region, means it is a well circumscribed, and unilocular lesions, it will be a unilocular, not multilocular, is very rare. Okay, it is surrounded by a radio opaque border, means the border will be white. Okay, in the x-ray it will appear, means that the center will be radiolucent, which will be appear black to you, but the border will be radiolucent. Okay, then you will see the teeth. The adjacent teeth are either they have a root absorption, or the tooth are displaced or not. Then you will see for any pathological fractures which is present or not. So it is very important that when you will examine the radiograph of the radiolocular cyst, so it will be represent as a route ovate radiolucency at the apex, and with one well circumscribed unilocular border, and it will be surrounded by a radio opaque line. You will see the adjacent teeth are either displaced or their roots are absorbed or not, and for any pathological fracture. Okay, so we are going moving towards the histological features of radicular cyst. We have cystic lumen. The epithelium is non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. They have rostron bodies. Rostron bodies is basically a horseshoe calcification in the epithelium lining. In connective tissue, we have cholesterol cliffs. These cholesterol cliffs comes when the RBCs break down. So there are cholesterol crystals. These crystals dissolve and form the empty needle-like spaces. These empty needle-like spaces form the cholesterol cliffs. Basically, they are present in the connective tissue. Then we have the metaplasia of the epithelium lining. So they have the respiratory epithelium, which is pseudo-ciliated columnar epithelium. Then we have the collagen fibers, blood vessels, fibroblasts, inflammatory cells, which we have the plasma cells, lymphocytes, neutrophils, etc. Then we have 6 to 20 cell layer and hypoplasia we can see in it. Then hypoplasia, which is a prominent features in the anastomosing cords of the epithelium we have. Then we have Russell bodies, so which is a plasmic cell surrounded by it. Okay, then we have also the dysplasia we can see, due to which we can say that this is a pre-malignant lesion. Okay, how we can say? Because the radicular epithelium consists of the squamous epithelium. Okay, because the squamous carcinoma is the most common in it. Okay, then we have the, and one more point, these cholesterol cliffs is basically are actually surrounded by a capsule, so they are within the capsule we have. Now moving towards the components of radicular cyst, they have stroke color fluid, they have broke down products in which we have the degenerating epithelial and inflammatory cells and connective tissue components. Then the soluble protein level is 5 to 11 gram per dl. Then high levels of immunoglobulin that indicates the production of plasma cells in the capsule, water and electrolytes, and cholesterol crystals.